Okay, friends, so today is hair cutting day. My hair has gotten pretty long and I'm ready for a trim, and I do it in my own bathroom. That might sound crazy maybe to some of you, but I've just learned that over the years, I actually like it much better when I just do it myself. Um, for whatever reason, I just never quite get the cut that I want, even if I'm going to the same person. I tend to always come home and do something to my haircut to change it a little bit, add a little bit of layers here or whatever. Um, and so I'm like, why am I spending so much time driving to get my hair done? It takes like an hour to get it done, and then driving home. Um, Finding a sitter or having Chris watch the kiddos. It just is like this whole process that was not enjoyable to me, and then I never felt satisfied with the results. So anyways, a while ago, I don't even know, probably like few years now, I just started cutting my own hair, and have been loving it because I can just do it myself whenever I want to. If I want a haircut, I just do a haircut. If I want to add something, I just add something. It's very simple, straightforward, and easy. So anyways, that's what we're doing today, and I thought that I would take you along with me while I cut my hair. This might be very disturbing for some of you, but it is what it is. If you want to learn how to cut your own hair, maybe this would be helpful for you. I'll actually start by just brushing it out. It has gotten quite long. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, in the back you can see it's gotten pretty long. So, which I like. I like having long hair. I just need it trimmed every so often. And it seems like the longer it gets, the more dead ends I get with it. So if I can just keep it trimmed a little bit, then all is well. So yeah, you don't need a whole lot for this hairbrush scrunchie. I do have a pair of hair cutting scissors that I just got from like the local beauty supply store. You can find them on Amazon too if you would like, but very easy to find. Okay, here we go. First thing that I like to do is kind of split my hair like so. Let's see if you can see this. So like right at my ear line, and then just up. I try to keep it as even as possible. And this is going to look very lovely and very stylish. But I am going to basically make myself a little unicorn ponytail. I try to brush it out as well as I can so that all the hairs are going to be nice and even for cutting. So do that, and then take my little scrunchie and voila, I have myself a unicorn ponytail. I like to do this with my hair dry. I guess you could do it wet if you wanted to also, but I just find that it is easier to do when dry. So I'm just going to, can you see that okay? Yeah. Take maybe, what do I want to do? Maybe like an inch off, like so. Can you see that? So not too terribly much. And then I like to cut it. Let's see if I can scoot this so you can kind of see me actually cutting it. Okay. I'm just cutting it into the sink. Just a straight line. Get the rest of that. And then I'm going to brush it. Again, make sure that everything looks good. And then I'm going to go in and just do some little choppy guys to not make it like so blunt of a cut. Whoopsies. Oh, sorry. I grabbed the camera tripod when I did that. It's not helpful for you. So there you go. That is my unicorn part right there. So now, maybe I'll leave that up for now. And then I'm going to flip my hair over. And this part I want as high up as I can get it to go. And then again, I'm going to brush it. Brush it. Let's see. And then we're going to scrunchie it. You guys, this is a really attractive look. So if you're looking for a new hairdo, here you go. Now this one, I need to brush out again. Oh dear. There's like a little bit of, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to do about the same. That little like inch bit. So some of my layers aren't going to be getting a trim, which is totally fine. I am just wanting to trim up some of them. So again, I'm just going to go straight across with my little scissors that I got at the beauty supply store. And then we're going to get that, like, I don't know, texture, I guess. There's a little chunk that's longer. And then we're just going to go like that. Back and forth, back and forth. This is not rocket science at all. It is quite easy, actually. Oh, excuse me. And it's so fun, too, to be able to just give yourself a little haircut. So, if you can see, I've got all these layers starting here and going all the way down, all the way down. And then what I like to do, I like to have a little bit of face framing. So you can see kind of the old face framing that I did. I like to have it up and more towards my chin. So what I'm going to do now is basically just grab this little section of, maybe you could call them bangs, I guess, and pull forward. And then I'm just going to trim them up. So you can see it's been a while since I've trimmed them. So if I do right around my chin, yep, then I can still get them behind my ears, which is very helpful and necessary as a mama. So here is my cut, and I'm just going to start cutting away. The nice thing is, if something happens, if you do something that you don't like, you can just fix it because you're doing it yourself. And then there's no one to blame but you, which I appreciate because, like I said, sometimes I just am not the happiest with the way that my haircuts end up. So this is a little bit uneven as far as length. So part of it I'm just gonna shorten up a little bit and then do my little texturing trick here. And then brush it out because there's always little guys there. And then swoosh it over to the side. And then I have these lovely bangs coming along here. And then all my layers here too. If you can see on this side, you can still see some of the bangs. Sometimes what I'll come in and do also is if it looks like the bangs are kind of blunt against the rest of my hair, I will just kind of blend it in like so. And the other side, I can do that same thing to show you. We've got the bangs part, and then so you can kind of see here's the bangs, and then it kind of just goes down. There's not like a nice transition, I guess you could call it. So I am just going to add a little transition. I'm not cutting a lot of hair at all right here, but it's just enough to make it flow well. So that is my hair cutting tutorial. And actually I see this here looks kind of, I can see it better now, like the transition here. Can you see that? So what I'm going to do is just come along here and do a little bit of that. And then I'm also going to bring this over this way and just cut off the little bits at the end that are a little bit longer. And then that just helps to soften out the whole thing. So still nice long hair. My length didn't go away, but I was able to get lots of lovely layers and a fresh do. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, I'd so appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. And may your home be filled with love and laughter, health and wellness, and may all who enter find peace and rest.